90% of Toyota owners are making a decision wrong every single time they pull up to the gas pump, and it's quietly costing them around $50 a month. It's not a mechanical failure. It's not a hidden defect. It's a choice you make standing at the pump. 3 or 4 seconds of habit that the fuel companies are absolutely thrilled you keep getting wrong. I have spent the better part of 2 decades with my hands inside Toyota engines, and I can tell you the single most expensive mistake I see isn't a blown head gasket or a worn timing chain. It's the fuel-grade Toyota owners select, the way they ignore what their own engine is begging for, and a handful of related habits that bleed money out of the tank week after week. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what your Toyota actually wants, why the dealer and the gas station won't tell you, and how to stop handing over money for nothing. Let me explain. Start with the number that should make every Toyota owner pay attention. AAA ran a full investigation on this, testing regular 87 octane against premium 93 octane in vehicles designed for regular, measuring performance, fuel economy, and emissions in a controlled setting. The result was that drivers across the country wasted more than $2 billion in a single year buying premium fuel for cars that gained absolutely nothing from it. Around 16.5 million Americans did this, upgrading to premium more than 270 million times, and they got zero benefit in return. Roughly 70% of vehicles on the road, including the overwhelming majority of Toyotas, are built to run on regular and only regular. If you have been topping off with the expensive stuff because it feels like you are treating your car, you've been donating money to the gas station, and the difference of 50 cents or more per gallon adds up fast across a month of fill-ups. Here's the first thing you have to understand, and it's the heart of why this mistake costs so much. Octane is not a quality rating. This is where Toyota owners get fooled, and the pump is designed to fool you. The word premium sitting next to the word regular makes your brain assume premium is cleaner, stronger, better for the engine. It is none of those things. Octane is simply a measure of how resistant the fuel is to igniting under pressure before the spark plug fires. That's it. A higher octane number, the 89 you see in mid-grade or the 91 to 94 in premium, just means the fuel can tolerate more compression before it detonates on its own. Your engine's compression ratio, how tightly it squeezes the air and fuel before ignition, determines what octane it actually needs. A standard Toyota engine, the kind found in the Camry, the Corolla, the RAV4, the Highlander, and the Tacoma, is engineered with a compression ratio that runs perfectly clean on 87 octane regular. Pouring 93 into it doesn't make the fuel burn better. The engine simply can't use the extra resistance to ignition, so it burns identically to regular while you pay the premium price. The second point is the one the gas stations would prefer you never learn, and it's the reason there's genuinely no upside hiding in that higher-priced pump. When 8AA tested premium against regular in vehicles built for regular, they found no meaningful increase in horsepower, no improvement in fuel economy, and no reduction in emissions. Nothing. The fuel did not make the engine quicker, it did not stretch the miles per gallon, and it did not run cleaner. One independent tester spent around $350 running 87, 89, and 91 through a sedan rated for regular over an entire month, carefully logging mileage and acceleration, and the fuel economy difference fell within a 1 mile per gallon margin of error, which is to say it was statistically nothing. The acceleration didn't improve either. For an engine designed around regular fuel, the premium octane is burning your money and giving you back exactly the same drive you'd get for less. That brings me to the third critical idea, which is your engine's knock sensor. And understanding this removes the last bit of fear that keeps people overpaying. A lot of Toyota owners cling to premium because somewhere along the line they heard that lower octane causes engine knock, that destructive rattling sound of fuel detonating at the wrong moment. Modern Toyota engines have a knock sensor, a small piezoelectric device mounted on the engine block that listens for the vibration signature of pre-ignition. The moment it detects any tendency toward knock, the engine control module automatically retards the ignition timing to protect the engine. This system means that for a Toyota tuned to run on regular 87 octane is not just acceptable, it is the correct fuel, and the engine will run on it safely and smoothly the way the engineers intended. You are not risking damage by using the recommended grade. You would only invite trouble by going below what the manufacturer specifies, not by using exactly what is printed in your manual. Now I want to flip this around, because there is a fourth point that catches the other group of Toyota owners, and ignoring it costs you in a different way. There is a small set of Toyotas that genuinely require premium fuel, and if you own one of these and you have been feeding it regular to save a few dollars, you are losing power and efficiency and possibly inviting long-term carbon issues. The GR Performance line is the clear example. The GR Supra, the GR Corolla, and the GR86 are built with high compression or turbocharged engines that need 91 octane or higher to make their rated horsepower and run as designed. The newer Land Cruiser and certain other specialty models fall into this camp as well. For these cars, regular fuel forces the knock sensor to pull timing constantly, which robs you of the performance you paid for and can hurt fuel economy enough to erase whatever you saved at the pump. The lesson cuts both ways. The mistake is not premium versus regular as a matter of taste. The mistake is not matching the fuel to what your specific engine was engineered to use. So how do you find out which Toyota you actually have? And this is the fifth thing every owner should do today. You have two authoritative sources, and you should never rely on a friend's guess or a forum argument. The first is the fuel filler door itself. Open the little door where you insert the nozzle, and on the inside of that flap or right beside the filler neck, Toyota prints the required or recommended octane. The second source is your owner's manual in the fuel section, which will state it plainly. Pay close attention to the exact wording, because there is a meaningful difference between required and recommended. If it says regular unleaded, you are done, and you should never buy anything but 87. If it says premium required, you must use premium to protect the engine and your warranty. If it says premium recommended, which is rarer, the engine will run safely on regular but may give up a little performance. For the vast majority of Toyota owners watching this, that filler door is going to say regular, and that is your permission slip to stop overpaying immediately. If you've made it this far, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It genuinely helps me keep putting out honest car advice that the dealers and the gas stations would rather you never hear. Now let me get into the habits surrounding the pump that compound this whole problem, because the fuel grade is the biggest single leak, but it's not the only one. The sixth thing draining your tank has nothing to do with octane and everything to do with where you buy your fuel, and this is the upgrade that actually delivers. AAA's research found that fuel quality varies dramatically between retailers, and the gasolines meeting the top-tier standard kept engines vastly cleaner, with as much as 19 times fewer engine deposits than the bargain off-brand fuel sold at no-name stations. Here's the key insight that ties it together. The thing premium fuel doesn't do, which is clean your engine, is something top-tier detergent additives actually accomplish, And those detergents are present even in regular 87 octane at a top-tier station. So the smart move is not to buy higher octane, it's to buy regular octane from a top-tier retailer. You get the engine cleanliness you were chasing without paying the premium price, because the detergent package has nothing to do with the octane number and everything to do with the brand standards. The seventh leak is dirty fuel injectors, and this is the real version of what people imagine premium fuel fixes. Your Toyota's fuel injectors are precision nozzles that spray atomized fuel into the engine, and over tens of thousands of miles, they accumulate deposits that disrupt that fine spray pattern. When the spray degrades, combustion becomes less efficient, and your fuel economy slips quietly without ever throwing a warning light. This is genuinely fixable, but not by buying premium octane, which does nothing for it. Running consistent top-tier fuel keeps deposits from forming in the first place, thanks to those detergents. On higher mileage engines, a quality fuel system cleaner run through the tank, or a professional fuel system service at your normal maintenance intervals, restores the spray pattern and recovers the lost economy. On the direct injection engines Toyota has moved toward, like the 2GR FKS V6, carbon can build on the intake valves over time and may eventually call for a walnut shell blasting service, which is the real solution, rather than anything you pour in the tank. The eighth habit is one you'd never connect to fuel waste, and it's tire pressure. Your tires are the contact point between your Toyota and the road, and when they're underinflated, they create more rolling resistance, which means the engine burns more fuel just to keep you moving. Toyota tucks the correct pressure on a sticker inside the driver's door jamb, and on most models you can see the live readings for all 4 tires inside the multi-information display through the steering wheel buttons. Checking them monthly and keeping them at the door jamb specification is one of the easiest ways to stop bleeding fuel, and it costs you nothing but a few minutes. A set of tires running 10% low is quietly taxing every gallon you buy. The ninth point is the engine air filter, and it is the cheapest fix on this list. Your engine needs a precise ratio of air to fuel to burn efficiently, and the air filter, sitting in the black air box under your hood, is what keeps dirt out of that air. When it clogs with miles of road debris, airflow drops and the engine's efficiency suffers. A clean air filter is a few dollars and a few minutes, and Toyota lists the replacement interval right in your maintenance schedule. Letting it go far past that interval is a slow, steady drag on every tank. The 10th and final habit is the one that wears the same disguise as the octane myth, which is the assumption that more expensive always means better for your car. It rarely does. The fuel companies, and sometimes the upsell at the dealership service counter, profit from your belief that pampering the engine with the priciest option pays you back. Your Toyota was engineered by people who wanted it to run hundreds of thousands of miles on the regular, affordable fuel printed on that filler door. The truly expensive choices are almost always the unnecessary ones sold to you on feeling rather than fact. The engineering already did the hard work. Your job is just to follow what the manufacturer specified instead of what the marketing implied. So when you add it all up, the $50 a month most Toyota owners are wasting comes down to one core mistake with a few expensive cousins. The mistake is grabbing the higher octane handle at the pump for an engine that gains nothing from it, multiplied across every fill-up, every week, all year long. Check your filler door. If it says regular, buy regular, and buy it from a top-tier station so you still get the engine cleaning detergents. Keep your tires at the door jamb pressure, change your air filter on schedule, and let consistent quality fuel keep your injectors clean instead of pouring money into octane your engine can't use. Do that, and the savings show up in your wallet the very first month, with your Toyota running exactly as well as it ever did, because the truth is, it was always going to run best on what it was built for. If you found this useful, go watch the video I linked next, where I break down the maintenance schedule mistakes that quietly take 100,000 miles off a Toyota engine's life. You will want to know those before your next service.